EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. First down, it's Darnold. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Darnold on first down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And his throw is incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Again, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Fournette once more on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll get only a couple down at 44. On third down, Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 98 yards on the ground for Fournette. It's a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jeremy Chin, the Panthers' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. His kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Suckup for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Watch twits.
On first down, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To the air again, Darnold. Got Anderson on the slant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down and 10, Darnold eluding the pressure right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kene Nwangu with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Play action. Now it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man, that's Richie James. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A first down throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Go, go, go. Check, check. Ready. Check, check. Press them. Watch the edge. Check 31, check 31.
Darnold to throw again. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
I got you. Left three. Lady.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moore. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So possession goes over here on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot before half for Brady. His throw incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw on target to James. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Darnold now to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Ready to throw on 3rd and 1. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 24, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. And 80.
Now it's Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Now this is caught. He hits more. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing again is Darnold. Flushed out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. Touchdown! It's complete. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Roses now to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Handoff, Fournette running left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. He will push his way down to about the 14. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady on the screen. Bernard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the ball. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw is Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Man, 80. Mike 5-4.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
I got you, boy. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Cover. Ringo, Ringo. Man, 80.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. That's track. That's track. No, no, no. No, 80. Check 3. Check 3. Right there. 54.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Rosa's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw, Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Darnold. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for it.